Hello teachers, my name is Leonardo Sanchez from section 4 and this is my third journal. So I'm going to talk about, first of all, about the unit 1 called Citizenship. So about citizenship, we see as a content of the unit at first as a political condition in one hand, and in the other hand we see the construction of a profile of a cycling citizenship and then the citizenship and nature. So, regarding to the political condition of a citizenship, we have keywords like rights, like duties, like democracy, and I want to stop in these three concepts because there was very important to me to understand what means citizenship. Okay, because for example, when in the times of the elections, I think that not vote was the better that I can do, but then reading the dossier and attending the classes, I understand that I live in a democracy. So democracy operates as a public good and likewise confront the quantity of reading. So if I not vote, I free reading from the people who are voting and deciding for me. So I don't understand before that rights involve duties, and what if my duties it's vote? That's the paradox, because our rights as a citizen being depend on our exercising our basic citizenship right, that is vote, to political participation in cooperation with our fellow citizens. Rights involve duties. That is the phrase that I keep in mind always when I remember the topic citizenship. So, I will gain from living in a democracy whether I vote or not. So, I understand, I see the other face of the coin. It's a way to say, but that it's I keep in mind in the topic of citizenship. In relation to citizenship and nature and cycling citizenship, I think that it's very important too, because we developed a way to live in a society. So it's very important how we think and rethink the the things that are happened with the globalization and with the multiculturalism that are very common these days in the country. So it's very important to have clear what citizenship the concept are changing in an inclusive policies that we can include the people who are arriving to our country for the globalization, for the process that it's developing in a global levels. So it's very important to understand that. In the second unit called Sociolinguistics, was very important to me, to my learning process, because I understand the imperialist language have a powerful discourse in a context, and even in these days it's very important because a discourse always have a message, and it's very important to analyze that. Social and political backgrounds always lie behind like an accent, like the dialect, the socialect, the idialect, and you can identify that in a discourse when you analyze. So that it's a very powerful reason, the importance to understand and to learn English for me, for example, because I want to. It's a reason to provide to me argument to learn English, because I want to spread the English to empower myself, and then through the pedagogy to empower yourself, my students. So it's a very powerful relation to understand that. When you analyze, for example, in the task, when we analyze a discourse, we found many words that are trying to say something in a context that in other contexts sounds very powerful, very shocked almost, for to say something, and all it's independent of the context and depends of the people and the discourse that lies behind on the background. So it's very important that unit and to know to how analyze a discourse and what is the message that lie behind. So this unit was very important to me to improve myself, my English, and my reasons to be a teacher.